My name is James Mann. I am the local historian, and this is my favorite artifact. This is a real railroad lantern. This is what the railroad men carried with them at night in the railroad yard, so that people could see them, not that they needed to see. This was made to be seen by, not to see by. This was sort of a signal to the guy operating the switch engine not to back your train over me. Also, they would change the globes here for different colors, green, yellow, red, to signal to trains and others. And they also used the red lanterns to signal with.
Do you know any of the signals?
The only one I know would be the one for the train is leaving the station, which was the signal was we to swing the lantern in a full circle over the head.
Wow.
Which I'm not going to try doing in this limited space.
It's dangerous.
Yes, in fact I would hit the light above me. This lantern is also made by the Dietz Company of New York and was called the Little Wizard. This was sold to utility companies, not for their workmen to carry around, but these would be put on construction sites, such as road sites, where work was being done and vehicles would not be safe to drive over. In fact, these were in use into the 1960s because batteries did not have the long-lasting power. I can remember as a child, in fact, coming home with my parents from some place and stopping for a traffic light right beside a roadwork site. Hanging from the sawhorses were a more modern version of these lanterns. For all I know, some of these may still be in use someplace. This lever here lifts the globe. You can see where the wick is here. And so when you were done, just... Lanterns fell out of popularity with the advent of electric lights because these were hard to maintain, in that the globe had to be washed after every use, because it would be covered with smoke and soot. Oil lanterns are my current mania, because I'm starting to do a cemetery tour of Highland every year at Halloween, and the lanterns give a very nice glow. And as they cover a more circular area with their light, a more safety feature as well. I have about 30 lanterns now, including 5 Little Wizards, 1 railroad lantern, and the rest are for the most part what are generically called barn lanterns. And hanging from the sawhorses there were more modern versions of these lanterns.
Where am I here?
With smoke and soot. also the globes have a tendency to break, and they cannot be used if cracked.
And I'm sure they cracked quite often.
Probably.
Because they didn't have safety glass or anything, did they?
No.